Sure. Give me one sec. One question I have, Helen, a lot of your blog posts are around the ghostwriting, and I know that you're really sensitive to keep that separate from your Author Bridge Media main site. When we get into creating content from your existing blogs, it doesn't seem like there's a deep content around not ghostwriting. Yeah.
Yeah, no, just because I haven't had time to do it.
But you said it was on your freelance site too. Is any of that useful still?
Oh, no. The freelance stuff was mostly a showcase, a portfolio of my journalism articles.
Okay.
So there's probably like 100 to 200 articles there. I mean, that I wrote. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
when I was a journalist.
But they're not your thought leadership in the subject. No. Okay. So we need to kind of think that one through. Okay.
Yeah, and the thing is that, as you know, I still have tons of stuff I could do or say. I think it's a matter of having that strategy, you know, like, Helen, once a week, do your Facebook Live and give your thought leader content, and then all of that gets turned into everything else or something.
Yes, that's exactly what we need to do. So just to clarify, because if we could pull from your old existing blogs, we would, but I think that they're totally a different image than what you're trying to portray right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
What's the image I'm trying to portray right now?
You're running the workshops, you're a speaker, you're a leader. You get people their books in 6 months or less, but I don't think you're going after loudly saying that you're a ghostwriter, if I'm not misunderstanding you.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And yeah, exactly. Okay, thank you for telling me who I am.
Write that down.
This poor lady's had 4 hours of sleep.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I was doing 5 sales proposals last night because I didn't have time to finish them all. So yeah, but it's great because we've been bringing in the I sent a proposal at 10 o'clock last night. Within an hour, the guy had signed and sent it back.
That's amazing. That's awesome. So hot.
I'm so killing it with sales. It's like
brilliant.
What a blast.
Yeah.
The other thing we've got to do is we've got to differentiate you from we talked about it before, the Mike Konings of the world.
Yes.
Everybody can come in and 3 days later they're an Amazon bestseller and it's a done deal. And it's not. It's nothing like a done deal because they have to go back and write the book. You know,
I thought of a potential phrase for that. Real books, real content, real messages.
Yes.
Real thought leaders, something like that, you know. But we create real books for real people.
Got to be careful, but yes. And the other thing, like coming up with words around that, like maybe things that leave a legacy, or coming up with really weighty words that
it's all about credibility and expertise. Those are the top words.
Okay.
Legacy, I used to think would be important, but it's really more of a 5th goal.
Yeah, got it.
The number 1 is about credibility and expertise, being seen as someone who's a leader in their industry or their area.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even always use the word thought leader.
Mm-hmm.
More often than not, it's credibility. That's the word that gets used.
Okay.
Credibility, expert, I don't know, just stuff like that. And a lot of times they say, I want to share my personal story. And a lot of times they think they're 2 different things. Like I got to do a book about my personal journey, my personal story, my personal journey, basically. And then I'm going to do my business book, Mm-hmm. So I'll do this one first and then I'll do that. Or I'll do this one first and then I'll do that one. But I have to tell them, look, they have to be in the same book. We want them in the same book because that's how people are going to remember you.
Yes.
Right? Yes. That's how you're going to be different from any other insurance book out there, is your personal story, right? Absolutely. So that's what they're talking about. And often they'll use the phrase, I don't even care if I don't make money, or my goal isn't to make money with the book, or if the book doesn't make money, it's okay. Because if I get it out there and people like it, then the money will come. Right? Or it will attract revenue. And those are specifically the phrases they use. They don't say make money. They don't say tons of money, or they don't say income, they say attract revenue. Those are the words they use. It's uncanny how people just use those same phrases over and over again. Completely different.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then a lot of times they also say, I really want to inspire people. I want to have an impact. I want to make a difference. Okay. And then when people say legacy, they're usually referring to like their grandchildren or their industry people. But when we really drill down, that's more like a fourth or a fifth goal, that legacy. You know, credibility part is what gives them that sense of pride. You know, they'll say, I want a book that I can be proud of at the end of the day.
That's great. That one's a really great one. Yeah.
Yeah, a book that I can be proud of. So a book is a really personal thing. You know, it's business, but it's also very personal.
Yep.
And that journey, that personal story is very important to people. They really, really want to feel heard and understood. And more often than not, the types of authors that I attract, there's something that they've been through, a period of despair or great devastation or great loss or great whatever, you know. And I like that because that's what makes a great story, and that's what makes a great book, and that's what makes a great author, because it's sort of like the, you know, Homer's Iliad or Ulysses journey or you know, Hamlet or something like that. All the great stories in the world, as you know, have that period of questioning. So those tend to be the authors that I attract.
Yeah. I mean, totally, that differentiates you. So that's a Facebook Live, and that's a blog topic, and that's a LinkedIn topic right there, or more than one. Talking about how, you know, your personal story and your business book are not two different things. Like, that's a really good platform right there.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
That's exactly what we teach in our own content marketing as well, about the personal story and how it leverages, because that's what people remember.
Exactly. You know, people don't really want somebody who's big and successful and invulnerable. I mean, people don't really want a Superman. People want a Chris Reeves.
Yeah,
right?
Like a Tony Robbins story, right?
Right? They want someone that's vulnerable that they can relate to. I mean, secretly, I mean, they'll admire the Supermans, but they won't feel connected to them because they're not them, right? Because inside we're all crazy.
I bet we could
crazy crybabies, right? That's the truth, right? We all just want to be loved, right?
Yes. Absolutely, they do. Yeah.
Especially those entrepreneurs out there, right? And those business leaders at the top. Yes.
Right.
Absolutely. So in your personal story, what do you have that you can put forward as your points of vulnerability? Have you done this? Have you thought about this?
Yeah. I mean, it's in my signature talk, my whole vulnerability story. And I have a whole TED Talk where I talk about vulnerability. I really want to get on the TED Talk stage because I love my TED Talk, because it's not about business at all. It's all about my personal journey as a writer.
Okay, and is this in your written content on the web anywhere?
No.
Okay, so how are they ever going to discover that about you?
When I finally get around to doing a TED Talk.
Can we have a copy of those things?
Which I'm going to do, because you guys are going to take care of all this other stuff. So I don't have to. So I can focus on my talk. Yeah.
That is so awesome. It's just sitting in a file somewhere.
In a file. But they want me to set up another web. I did a TED Talk training with the TED Talk organizer of San Diego.
Wow.
Yeah, so we wrote my talk together.
Cool.
So I have a talk that's ready to go. I just need to pitch it, and I need to put it on a website. So, you know, their service included a website of Helen Chang, the speaker, but guess who hasn't had any time to do anything? And this is like May, I think.
Well, let's get some of that content out there. Can we get a copy of your talk and your TED Talk?
Yeah, I can send it to you. It's ready. But
that would be fantastic.
How's that going to work? Is that going to sabotage my TED Talk?
Not usually. Like, look at somebody like Brene Brown. If you go to her website, a few years ago, it was horrible. now she's building her entire business around her messages that come out in her TED Talk, right? And the more she kind of parcels that up.
But that was after she became famous from her TED Talk.
Yeah.
She had to become famous through her TED Talk first before she did all that stuff, right? Shouldn't I?
But she got their attention because of her research, and she was already putting her stuff out into the world somehow.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, well, anyway, I will do that. I'll share that with you guys. Yeah. No problem. Okay, so what's
at least we get a feel for you more, and even if we could use maybe certain one-liners as quotes and graphics or something like that.
Yeah, not that we would take your whole TED Talk and spill it all over the internet.
No.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, fine. I'm sending you a copy right now. Okay.
Perfect. Yep. I got your friend request and I accepted it, Brendan, as well.
Thank you.
I'll send you a copy of my signature talk as well, because that also has my vulnerability story there.
Awesome.
Oh, perfect.
Can we use that on your website?
Yeah, I actually have a video of it.
Okay, great.
We have a video of me giving my signature talk at NSA, at the National Speakers Association, including the PowerPoint. I sent it to you already. You actually have it.
Okay.
Remember I sent you the videos like 2 months ago, remember, Jonathan?
I remember all the testimonial videos.
I sent you that one too, the NSA talk.
It's probably just got buried underneath, but I'll go back and find it.
I did. Maybe I didn't. Okay, well I'll resend that.
I remember watching all the testimonial ones.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I didn't. Okay, I'll make sure I send it to you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
Look at it.
Okay. I have to be in a separate call, but Lindsay's going to carry on, and the recording's still going here. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's got
let's get the website.
Let's do that.
Work on that? Okay, cool. Yes. Thanks, Jonathan.
Okay. And we can just keep rolling, and we can trim the video. Oh, he's gone. We can keep rolling, and we can trim the video afterwards. We don't have to start again on a new link.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, so your about page. So yeah, like Jonathan had mentioned before, you don't really show up in your website very much. So you know very well that people connect to this story. So it would be good to bring that out everywhere.
Okay, fine. I'm okay with, I mean, you know, I'm a ghostwriter. I'm really not used to telling my own story.
See, it's good. Then you can identify with the challenge they go through.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, excellent. So I'm just going to write a note that we can use that. And then I'll pull up the website if you're ready for it, and we can go through it. Okay. Okay, so I'm sharing the screen with you on the website redesign, and we'll do this video and send it to Mike a little bit later today.
Okay.
So you have some edits, which is perfect.
Okay, so first of all, we can take you from idea to published book in under 6 months. I would like to edit that to, we take you from idea to published book in 6 months.
Okay. What about the idea of a less passive phrase, a more active phrase, like go from idea to published book or something?
Yeah, we can do that. Go from idea to published book in 6 months.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to roll down the page. Tell me when you want me to stop.
Okay, stop here. Okay, so I really like this, but I don't like it taking up so much real estate on the home page. And I don't like it immediately after what we're about, because it's almost saying that we're about Michael Gerber, or that we are Michael Gerber. And Michael Gerber is only one of our many clients, and that's not the book we actually did. That's his original book that he became famous for in 1985, before I even was working, you know?
When you were still in diapers, I know.
Yeah. So it's very disingenuous to have him so big here. It's okay to have him on another page as, you know, one of our authors, but really the thing here is the video, him saying how great we are. And there's no saying his books are available on Barnes & Noble's, iTunes, Amazon, blah, blah, because it had nothing to do with us. We didn't make that happen.
The reason we were using those symbols, I think, is important. It's not so much that you make it happen, but it's to give that credibility piece again. These are not just Amazon Kindle books, which a lot of people are buying these days. They're significant real books. I think that's what it's kind of a visual symbol that makes you realize that.
Yeah, well, if you scroll down, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Oh, God. Where is it?
So some of it's been moved to the other page.
Well, we used to have, okay, or maybe scroll up. See, we used to have a tab that had all the things that all our authors' books were on. You get what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that this is specific to Michael Gerber. Okay, scroll up some more. Yeah, right there. Stop. You see that?
Yes. Yeah.
See, that to me is more honest, because that's saying all the things that all of our authors have appeared on. You see what I'm saying? So
I think that's
Michael
important.
Gerber, yeah, I mean, I don't feel good about this taking up so much space.
It's really big. I agree.
Yeah, if you scroll down and if you look, okay, other case studies. I mean, if we did a whole tab of case studies and Michael Gerber was one among them, okay, fine. But Michael Gerber is like 25% of this entire page. And my company is not about Michael Gerber.
Yes.
It's like 5%, he's like 2% of our revenue, and we haven't done business with him for a while. Yes, we did 6 books with him, but this is too much. And also too, there's this other website, a ghostwriter website. He had Michael Gerber, Brian Tracy, Wayne Dyer, all these people. And, you know, and I looked at it and it was just like so intimidating. And it just felt like all these really famous, successful, old men.
Okay. So what if we did something like we pulled this section here with the case studies, we got rid of the word other, and we did something like
case studies.
Yeah, case studies, and it was higher than this section here, and it linked, and could we do each one as a quick page about like this?
Yes.
Each one we have about this much information on it?
Yes.
Link to it?
Yes,
then,
I would be okay with that. The problem with that is that it's getting repetitious. So, okay, stop. You see case studies, you see all these authors, the top 2 being Michael Gerber and Danny Johnson. Okay, scroll down.
Yes, it is repetitious.
Stop. Why are authors like us? Those videos, right?
Yes, these ones here. Yes.
Right there. You see the same authors, okay? Yeah. Whereas, I mean, I wouldn't mind having 5 or 6 videos here rather than 3.
Okay.
You know, but we can have more variety. Okay, scroll down. Scroll down.
Writing a note for you.
Stop. Okay.
Yes.
It's the same authors. Here we go again. Michael Gerber and Danny Johnson. Okay. Scroll down, and then we have testimonials. Oh my God. Look who's here. Michael Gerber, Danny Johnson. I mean, it's like, it's overkill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like pick 1 or pick 2. You know what I mean? It's like, don't just
totally agree.
The same people over and over again.
Awesome.
And it's just 3 different versions of the same people. You know what I mean?
So let's come up with a plan. Let's map it out a little bit. Maybe I can do that next.
Right.
And come up with just a one plan for each. And you want lots of videos here. So yeah, we can do that. Right.
So it's either case studies. The problem that I had with case studies, because I have case studies that I wrote before, is that I can never say I ghost wrote their book.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's very hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, okay, wait. The testimonials work very well.
Yes.
Scroll up. The video testimonials.
Okay.
These work great. People love this. Okay? Because the authors themselves are talking, I can get a variety of ages, voices, faces, races, genders, all that sort of stuff here. with the video testimonials, and they never say that we ghost wrote for them. They just say that we're wonderful. And so our potential clients really, really like the video testimonials because they really get a sense that we're really, that we know our shit, basically. Excuse me.
Awesome.
You know?
So absolutely. So do you have these?
Yeah, these are really, really effective. Okay, then scroll down. Sorry.
Do you have the videos transcribed?
No, we don't. We could have them. Well, some of them are actually. Some of them are. Okay, scroll down. Okay. And then, okay, stop. This is really good, and this links to the portfolio page. When people look at the portfolio page, they are so blown away.
Yes.
Because I tell them, oh, this is just some of the books that we do. And they realize how professional our books are. We're not like cheapo self-published books.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Our books are not like designed by cheapo, you know, $10 an hour designers in India, right? Ours are professionally designed. And then they keep scrolling and they go, oh my God, you've done so many books. And I'm like, oh, well, this is just a small portion. Yes. So they're impressed by the covers of our books as well. So, and then the written testimonials, I think, are probably useful on individual pages. They used to be extremely useful on the home. Well, I never had them on the home page, the written testimonials. I only use them on landing pages, but we just put them up over here. I don't know why they got pulled in, but see, you see how this testimonial page used to be just all written testimonials, and then we started adding video.
Yes.
Scrolling down, you see the written testimonials don't actually match the videos.
Okay.
You know, and it was only later. Yeah, it was only later that we added video and we started replacing it with video. So we don't really need all the testimonials on the home page. And the case studies are a pain in the butt to write. They're going to take us forever to write. It's not that I haven't tried. It's not that I don't have case studies. It's just that they're very hard to write because I cannot take credit away from the authors.
Okay, so what I would see as a case study would be an individual page for one author where they have their book, their written testimonial, and their video, and a transcription maybe of the video. It wouldn't have to be rewritten, like new content, but you clicked on Danny Johnson and you could be like, she explains her own journey and she explains why you're great.
She's never going to do that for me.
Oh, okay. She doesn't have that video.
She's never going to explain her own journey for me.
Okay.
She's never. I mean, most of these people, they're there to market their own stuff. They're not there to market me.
No, absolutely. Right. So all I was thinking was all the pieces you have for each book could be, you click on the case study and you get all those pieces on that page.
Then I would just call it an author page.
Sure.
Because then we can, you know, their latest updates, their book launch, I can say, hey, congratulations, so-and-so was at this book launch. One of our authors now just landed a Hollywood movie deal, so I can say congratulations. You get what I'm saying? That would work, like an author page, and we could do that for all our authors, and that would be great. A great way to build content.
Yes.
By curating without us having to necessarily create new content.
Yes, and it also gives your authors something to look forward to, and it's like a little bonus for them.
Yes.
That's lovely.
Yeah, so let's change it to author pages.
Okay, and that can be fed mostly by your blog, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I think keeping something substantial here is important. I think it doesn't have to be this big, and you could have this case studies or author pages line above Michael Gerber, but I'd really like to keep somebody with a big name and a video and a picture. Like, I'd like to have like the video, the book cover, and their big name to sort of be up high on your page, just because this does carry a lot of weight. It does say a lot about the level that you're working at. But I think we could get rid of his big
let's do that.
Image. Okay, so just make it smaller. And I hear what you're saying about the logos. I would really encourage you to test them out and see.
Well, how about if we have those on his author page?
Totally.
Not have it on our homepage.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you scroll up, And you, right there, our authors have appeared on, that could easily be tripled, easily.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Our authors have been on so many different media. They've been everywhere. So that could be tripled. And if it's in color, well, then it takes away from the main photo, you know. But my point is that I would rather have that focused on us than focused on a single author. Okay. And if we're going to have that, let's have it be the author page, which is a different page, and then have all of those things.
Yeah, I love that. And this is actually a kind of a cool layout. I don't know if you want to reuse this layout for the top of each author's page. It could be like
I like
little
that.
bio and stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
So why don't we say, instead of featured case study at the top, say featured author.
Okay. Yeah. And you can change that around then too. Okay.
Yeah, and then I just have to fix that copy because it's misleading, because people go, oh, did you do the E-Myth? And it's like, no, we didn't. We did the vertical series, you know. Okay. So I just have to be really careful about, you know, what's said, what we claim as ours. Well, if we say featured author, then it's okay because we're talking about them. But I just don't want to mislead people into thinking that we did a particular book that we didn't do.
How many books were you involved with?
6.
So just putting a sentence of like we were.
Well, if we put the 6 book covers right here, those were the books that we were involved in, then that's fine. And, you know, we just got to make sure that it's clear, because by having the E-Myth revisited right there, I think it's misleading, because it looks like we're trying to promote, we're trying to brag about having done that book, and we didn't. So I don't want to take credit for something we didn't do.
So is there somewhere on the site already that shows me the 6 book covers that you did?
Yeah, if you go to portfolio.
Okay. Okay, so I don't need to get you to tell me them.
Oh, stop. Wait, go back up. Okay, to the left. Wait, 3rd row.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Right there. E-Myth Financial Advisor.
Okay.
And then to the left, the E-Myth Bookkeeper.
Okay. But that's only 2.
Yeah, keep scrolling.
Okay.
That's 2.
There's only 2 in here, which is...
Keep going.
Oh, there you go.
Stop.
Okay.
The E-Myth Landscape Contractor, the E-Myth Real Estate Investor. Okay. Keep scrolling. Stop. The E-Myth Chiropractor, the E-Myth Optometrist.
Awesome.
That's 6 right there.
Okay, so I've got a note about that too. That's really strong, because now it's tying it into a really great ongoing strategy. Oops.
Right.
That's not the right home page though. Okay. So we have repetition, we have this section being too big. We want to change the idea of featured case study to featured author.
Correct.
And then that creates automatic pages for each person. Anything else that you were thinking of already on here?
Do we need illustration for the pain points? Because the thing is that when people come in here, what they really resonate with is the pain point. Okay, we want to show them the credibility enough for them to know that we know what we're doing, but not so much that they feel intimidated.
Yes. Okay.
Right? So I would rather start with video testimonials than with featured authors, or than author case studies. I'd rather start with that, because then people can see it and they can relate to that, right? And then the pain point really is where they are when they're coming in. So if we can have graphics showing the overwhelm, the frustration, or whatever, that I think will be stronger. You know, so I really wrote the copy to hit all those pain points.
Yes.
And these are exact phrases that they use.
Okay.
These are, I mean, I have turned all their phrases into this copy.
Okay. So I could see, definitely. Do you mean like a line? Do you like the style of line drawings for this kind of thing because it's kind of secondary? Or do you like the style of full-on, full-color photos?
Yeah, photos are okay with me.
Okay.
Take photos are okay with me. Okay, then scroll down. No matter where you are, we can assist you. Okay, now we're talking about the solution. Yeah, okay. Yeah, those pain points really need to be there because they're never going to admit it, but that really is what's going to draw them in. You know, they want to be seen as successful, but inside they're totally terrified, right?
Yes. Yes.
Right, as we all are, right?
Yes. Right? Yes.
Right? So
yes.
I want to resonate with that, okay? And then stand out in the marketplace. Okay, then scroll down. Why choose us? Choose us because we get you, we give you a team, we create your brand, we have a proven system. I might have to revise this. I might upgrade this. This was written like a year ago.
Okay.
You know, I mean, if I could say it a different way right now, who I am now, I would probably say something like, we write for your target audience, or rewrite your book for your target or your ideal audience. Okay, we don't let you get away with just diarrhea of your expertise.
You would actually put that on your website?
No, of course not, but but I mean, and those are not words that they use, okay? It's me being totally open and frank with you professionally. I mean, it's like our competitors, what they do is they they ask them 10 questions that are standard questions, and they get some garbage, some marketing garbage that comes out, right? Marketing cliche that comes out. And they think that's a book, right?
Yes.
And then they write it, and nobody cares. Nobody cares that we're going to make you more important sounding and more intimidating and relevant and foo-foo than anybody really cares about.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody cares, right?
But
what they care is a book that says, hey, we totally get it. It is so hard being a salesperson. You have to make your sales numbers, or you're not going to be able to pay your mortgage, and your kids are not going to be able to go to the classes that you really wish that you could, and you can't take your wife or your husband on vacation the way you always dreamed. Right? That's what people care about, right? That's how we write our books.
Yeah.
You know, we still talk about credibility. Of course, we put all that, but we put the vulnerability of the author, and we put the pain point, the despair, and the emotional stake that the reader is facing if they do not read this book. That's how we're different. You know what I mean? We're writing for an audience. I don't know how to put that into a phrase, but that's super, super important. The other thing is, in terms of creating your brand, we're not just branding it so you look good. We're branding it so that your audience can relate to you, so that your audience wants what you have, and that you have something, your title, your cover represents who you are in the world forever.
It's not branding your book, it's branding you.
Yeah, it's branding your message, your voice, your publishing company, you know, like that. Okay, it's not superficial, it's authentic. It's coming from that person's soul heart, their soul space, you know, their soul message, their heart. So anyway, I'm kind of just spouting a little bit. I don't know how to turn it on. I don't know how to change it. Return on investment, absolutely. We have a whole conversation about return on investment. You know, I had a conversation with an author, and I was like, oh, you know, I can do a really great book for you. It's going to be really, really good, but I'm just not clear about how you're going to make return on investment. I mean, other than your family reading it, I'm not sure who's going to want to buy your book.
Awesome. So like, you're honest and you shoot straight, and you understand the business model and whether your book makes business sense.
Yeah. So we give you competitive strategies, pricing, you know, for ROI, so that you can make your money back from this book, right? And then you can grow your business with your book. Okay. We have a proven system. That's very, very true. We've helped, I can safely say, hundreds of authors. We've done like 400 projects. you know, in the last, this is crazy, Lindsay. I hate to admit it, but I wrote my first ghostwriting book in 2007. I've been in the industry 10 years.
That's a huge thing too. Is that a positive?
Well, it's positive because it shows that we really know what we're doing. It's negative because it makes me feel old, but we don't need to say that.
You're an expert. There is no old.
That's right. I am an expert. I am a thought leader in my industry.
Totally. It's a total plus, right?
I have credibility with what I do. but the point is that we have a proven system. You know, it's been weathered and tested and it works. We know what it takes to get a book out in 6 months, that a really strong, professional looking book, good looking book, you know?
Yes.
And we give you a team. I said that so as I said that because of the leverage piece, is like they can leverage off of us, you know, kind of like I'm doing with Jonathan's team, with you guys, right? Have an entire team to leverage off of, to do the writing, the branding, the publishing. You know, we have 3 designers that we work with, soon to be 5. You know, we have all these different people to get it done, right?
It's like the turnkey part of it.
Exactly, it's a turnkey part of it. And then we get you, like we do, we really get people's industries. We get what they're about. We understand what they're trying to do. We understand their pain. We understand their goals and what they want to say with their book. Because it's not just about a message. It's not just about a topic. You know, it's not just about an industry. It's about a message and an emotion and a story, you know?
Right.
It's about people's lives. So we really get that. It's very important when we listen.
What about just adding something there about we get you and your story, or something like, I don't know. It's just that's a tiny little possibility.
Yeah, we can add that. You know, we get you and your story. You know, we get your personal story. We get the angst and despair that you've been through, as well as the success and the accomplishment. You know, we get your journey. Definitely say that.
Okay.
In fact, we want that.
Yeah.
You know,
I think you're kind of coming around to this theme quite a bit in what's missing on your homepage, which is probably what's missing all across your branding.
Yeah.
Is this key little message that you keep repeating.
Oh, okay.
I think so, because you keep saying it. Yeah.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Just to reflect that back
that's
to
why
you.
we need people like you, right?
Yeah, awesome.
See beyond me.
Okay, so those messages are yours to look at again, and we'll keep coming back to them.
But are you going to write those up for me, or do I need to write those up, what I just said?
I took notes. I can suggest some edits. It sounds like I can definitely suggest some new content there, and then you can shoot it back to me. Yeah.
Yeah, if you could, I would appreciate that, because I guess, you know, the way it's currently written, like I wrote it under the gun last year. I just didn't know what else to say. So that's kind of the short version of what we said.
Yeah.
But if we could come up with cooler copy, snazzier copy of what I just said, please go for it. You know?
Okay. Good challenge. Absolutely. I like how short they are. Now, Jonathan's going to flip, if he doesn't already know, that it's your 10-year anniversary for writing your first book, for ghostwriting your first book. He tends to really love to promote those anniversaries, so I don't know if that's something that you're open to, you know, ringing the bells about. It definitely gets attention, but I know because it's ghostwriting that we're a little bit careful there.
Well, the first book did have my name on it, so I guess we could do that. Sure, whatever. If you guys want to do it, it's okay with me. I'll just say that. Okay. I'm
Okay.
someone who's not into anniversaries. So
What?
I'm just going, what's the big deal about it being an anniversary? I just don't know. I don't know how to turn that into marketing stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But if you can, fine, go ahead.
It goes really well in social, and we tend to do a little logo about it. It gives you that, like, it's weighty, 10 years, right? Like, you acknowledge.
Credibility, authority.
Right? Yes. So what was the name of the first book?
Flip and Grow Rich by Armando Montalongo
Okay.
Jr. And my name did appear on the book.
Okay.
If you go to my portfolio page, you'll see it.
Okay.
So I wrote the book in 2007 and it came out in 2008.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep scrolling down, real estate. But here's the thing. Armando Montalongo is a controversial figure. Stop right there.
Okay.
He's a controversial figure, and I don't talk about him a whole lot more these days because when I have people who will be like, ew.
Okay.
Because he's been in a lot of lawsuits.
So we just take the attention off the book then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And my name is, very, very small. My name is actually on that book too.
Okay. Okay. I'll run it past him. He tends to love these things. They tend to be useful. So it's just a fact.
Okay, sure, fine. Okay, you guys do something with it. I grew up studying the Bible with Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh.
Don't celebrate Christmas, don't celebrate birthdays, don't celebrate anything. So
Yeah.
I kind of don't know what to do.
Okay.
I'm socially handicapped in those areas.
That's okay. You've got a team for that.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, so we did 2 pages. Do you have a few more minutes? I know it's 3:00 right now.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm not 100% convinced that the title of the page resonates how we do it. Right
Okay.
here. It's not actually the title of the page. So it's something to think about. Basically, it's a page about process, but really all that was done was some of the content was pulled off the homepage because it was quite long and moved over here.
Okay.
Okay, so have you taken a look at this?
No.
Okay. So do you want to just tell me when to scroll?
Go ahead, scroll. What's the goal of this page?
So the goal of this page is all of the pieces that were about, okay, I'm interested, how does this work?
Got it. Okay.
May I have a suggestion? Oh.
Yeah.
You can have you can put like a step 1 and write and like kind of a little description of how you write it, or step 2 or step 1 plan, step 2 write, and then step 3 would be like publish and blah blah. You could describe each one. I've done that. I made landing pages before for someone. I kind of did that.
Mm-hmm. In scripts, that added some energy, definitely. So it's not even done in a step 1, 2, 3 until we get down to here, right? Brand publish.
Yeah.
So I haven't really. Helen, are you looking, or I'm not quite sure from the camera?
Yeah. I am sort of. I am. Okay, so my kind of thoughts about it are, see, this is sort of like the solution. You want a book that blah blah blah. Okay, so go back up a little bit. The phrase about wisdom, da 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 da. Let us help you share your voice, expertise, and wisdom. Let's turn your idea into revenue. That's all benefits, which we're kind of missing on the homepage because we have the pain points, and then we go straight into why us. But we don't tap on the vision that they want to create. So we want to tap the pain point, but we also want to create the pleasure island.
Yeah.
This is what they really want. They want their credibility. Yeah. They want a book that they can feel proud of. So I'm thinking maybe these 2 parts, let us help you share your wisdom, and then you want a book that. Those 2 sections probably should still stay on the homepage, and then have illustrations that show that. You know, somebody at a book launch, somebody at giving out their book with pride. And we have some of those types of photos, but probably more like a stock photo would be better that doesn't have a specific face on it, right? Or a specific book title on it. But I think those two need to be on the home. Yeah.
I think you're right. I think you're really right. And now the homepage won't be quite so lengthy because we'll tidy up those case studies, author studies.
Yeah, exactly. And then all this stuff about how to do it, the genres we do, all that stuff. Yes, absolutely. We can put it on this book.
Yeah, this almost could be the top of this page. Yeah. Okay. Brandon, what was that?
Yeah. Exactly. I agree.
Okay, good. Brandon had a
sorry. One more comment. The how we do it up there. The photo is of me speaking. I think it doesn't match.
Okay.
Right? That's me at an event.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So how we do it really should be about us, interviewing clients or writing or doing design or, getting on Amazon, because that's more about what we're doing or engaging authors, not teaching them like I am in this photo.
Yes. That's more of an events page photo.
Exactly. But it could have been a placeholder, so I get it. It's just that
I think you just put it there. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I like about it is that you're in it. I really like that because it goes from being very general to being specifically about you.
Right.
Okay. And then as we go down, you talk about who your ideal authors are. And then this.
Oh yeah, you're ready for the next challenge. That's also a pleasure island. That is pleasure island. And you're ready for the next challenge. That is a phrase I've heard, because what I've heard people say is, well, I've done all this stuff already. I'm just looking for the next thing to do, or I'm looking for the next challenge. And so they see the book as a challenge. You see what I mean? Like their business is already successful.
Totally.
They're looking for what's next. So that is definitely a phrase people use. And then they want to grow your credibility and grow the business. Those are all phrases they use. I want to inspire people. They don't actually say, I want to start a movement. That's sort of one of those marketing tag phrases, trendy phrases.
Buzzword.
Yeah, but I've never actually heard anyone say, I want to start a movement. That's why I'm writing my book. Never heard that.
It's true. Who would say that, right?
Right? They don't even say, I want to start a cause. They say, I want to impact people.
Yes.
Or I want to inspire people. And I wrote this, so, I'm not blaming you. This is copy that I wrote, but I'm just critiquing myself, I got caught in marketing cliche phrases.
That's okay. It's easy. Okay, so you are ready for the next challenge. It goes on to the homepage, which leaves us with our authors there needs to be a call to action. Actually,
yes.
It'd be nice if there was a call to action here.
Yeah, I would do that.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay.
Which is, well, one thing I learned is that you really only want to have one call to action for any single marketing piece. So any website, any web page, you only want to have one call to action, right? Mm-hmm. So what I decided is for our website, for every single page, pretty much the one call to action I really want is for them to contact us to book a session.
Yeah.
Even more than being on our email list. But being on the email list is important too, and I don't have a free gift to give. I have free gifts to give them, actually. We just haven't put it in there.
Okay, well, let's get that done. That's a major thing for our conversion.
Okay, so we have an ebook called 3 Stages to Get Your Book Done, or something like that. It's an ebook. We could definitely get that done, and that would be a great free gift because it's an overview of our process.
Okay. So what has to happen for that book to be ready to go?
I have to look it over and approve it.
Okay.
It's pretty much done already. I just need to, we pretty much finalized it. I just didn't look at the final one. Because I was too busy looking for Brandon.
But now you've got Brandon, so there's no excuses. He's going to bug you. He's going to remind you. He's going to get on this free book because we need that.
Add that to your to-do list, Brandon. Number 253 on your list.
And don't lose track of it. Okay. And that's too funny. Yes, you're right. There is just supposed to be one call to action per page. I meant more like a rallying kind of call to arms statement here.
Sure.
And then you've got this opt-in.
What do you think that should be?
It has to relate to this. I think
John, I'm sorry. I'm still in a marketing meeting. Give me a few more minutes. I'll join you guys shortly. Thanks.
No worries. Yeah,
Thanks.
anytime. I just double checking.
Okay, bye. Sorry about that. That's okay. All right, keep going.
So we're going to pull this part out of this page, but I think we should bring this sentiment back into the plot personally.
Sure. What should we say?
Same thing.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. And then see how it lands, because then we could look.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So that's the second page. So I will bring those notes up, send this clip of the video to Mike,
Okay.
And do anything that I've committed to on
Okay.
and then we'll get in touch with you again.
Thank you so much, Lindsay. I'm really, really excited. It's on its way. Oh, sorry. One more question. Where are the blogs going to go? Where's the tag for the blog?
There's no menu item for the blogs yet, but it can be. We like to. So it depends. Jonathan needs to weigh in on this because we like to call a lot of them different things, like a learning center or resource center. Sometimes a blog is the most appropriate, so we decide which kind of title we would use. And then once you have good content, we could put it in the main menu, but while you're developing it, probably under About Us or under How We Do It, somewhere in there.
Can we decide now?
Okay. Where do you want to have it? What do you like to do? What if we did, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. What if we did resources? I'm just looking at your other page. We could do it similarly.
How about if we change events to resources and then have the different events under that and then blog?
Yeah, I agree.
So under resources, we can have events, webinars, blog,
Yes.
whatever.
I agree.
Okay, good.
Good. Events, webinars, blog. Okay. Great. And you're going to work on that free gift and we're going to get it hooked up right away.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Was there anything else?
No, I think it looks fantastic. We're definitely on our way. You've done a great job. You guys have done a great job.
Yeah, Mike's been really fun to work with. It's been really positive. So that's good. Okay. All right. Well,
Brandon and I will do some more. Yeah. Okay. We'll do some brainstorming within and then figure out. Okay, good. Thanks, Lindsay. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay, my pleasure. Take care. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Brandon.
Bye, Lindsay. Nice seeing you.
Nice to meet you. Bye.
Okay, Brandon, so just really quickly, does that give you enough to do?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Plenty.
Okay.
I gotta work on the stuff first before then.
Okay. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah.